going on over there. We're either in the right place doing the wrong job, or doing the right job in the wrong place. So as you know from our last video, we have a wee bit of transmission problems, and my plan was today to go home and start pulling transmission and pop it open. I know what it is, but pop it up and see what it is anyway. But and then tomorrow I was actually thinking about taking off and put it all back together and all this kind of stuff, but it's like an 80% chance of rain tomorrow. So that wasn't there previously in the week. So rather than do the transmission this afternoon and take off tomorrow, I'm gonna start taking the K-member and stuff out of Krusty, because we're gonna use that in McNugget, the caster camber plates, the whole deal, except for probably the brakes. And tomorrow afternoon, whether it has rained or not, I guess, I'm gonna start doing the transmission. It'll take me a day to do the trans stuff, to get it out, get it fixed, to get it back in at the rate that I work. So it'll take a day. I was originally, if the transmission was gonna be okay, I was originally gonna put the K-member in before this the testing tune, which Joey has said that will be 1-lane slick, 1-lane radial for this coming Sunday. So, but with the transmission problems that we had, that has taken the K-member out of the equation for right now, because I just don't want to have to rush or whatever. So anyway, but we're going to go ahead and get it out, or get started on it, get most of it, whatever. So anyway, we'll see you guys in the next clip where I'm actually working on something. You guys pipe down over there. We're making a little progress. Now, we're going to leave the calipers here, because we're not planning on putting anything together. For at least not this weekend. So we don't need them. We are probably going to put our 4-cylinder stuff on. Because it's light. And we are going to need the we're going to need these V8 spindles for our aerospace kit. So, if you have any questions about that while we're doing it like this, why don't we do a time lapse, see if maybe I can get it all dropped out in a reasonable amount of time. So that's what we get for not having our glasses on when we hit the camera. So anyway, they'll just be little clips of me. We got it, it's all unbolted. Now we just gotta get it out of here and get it loaded in the car, which should be an awesomely good time too. Probably, I think I may take the struts off of it just to make things a little easier. So, anyway, boom, it's unbolted. Got it ready to load up in the brain, and then we take it home, put it in the garage till we get ready to use it. Shivers. Did y'all kill that little possum? Who did that? Which one of y'all did it? All right, well, Mom said we gotta get rid of that, for real. She's right. Late start day. We'll have time to get it jacked up and maybe get the drive shaft out before we go to lunch. You know, it rained all day yesterday at work, and then it was just, you know, after work it's just too wet to do anything. So I did clean the pad off a little bit, but anyway, now we gotta get jacked up, get transmission out, so get it on the bench, get that part of it fixed, maybe get it back in. If I wrap it up today, that would be an actual miracle, but probably be tomorrow. So anyway, it's supposed to be fun, not work, right? Anyway, let's do it. Got my weight bench set up, getting ready to press a T5 here in a few minutes. I hate you. Also yesterday at work, I took in the rare, and listen, I'd like to point out that also rare doesn't mean valuable. It just means there's not a lot of them. Doesn't mean it's worth anything or a lot. So Bruce opened it up to 75. So we're gonna put on, for the record, this weighs like 2 pounds, just saying. Hey, yeah, dude, we're using the power tool again. So yeah, good thinking. DS is out, hit myself in the head with it, which felt awesome. Shifter's out, cross member nuts, bolts are out, or mount. Now we just got to get these out, and then the 4 bolts, and then it's out. It's all ready to slide out, so we just got to slide it out, put it on the bench. Whew. Then it'll be lunchtime. Boom. Phew. Hey man, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. All right, dang it. Oh, on a side note, I was cleaning the bench off, you know, to put the transmission, and I went, oh, I got that 3rd gear shift fork that Brad brought me. So we're gonna put a piece of Bradzilla up in here. He probably got it from some hobo, traded for about a shot glass full of moonshine. Bottoms up. But it probably work all right. So I think that's what we're gonna put in. I could probably filch the brand new one from Pirate and replace it, but why do that? I'm gonna put a used one in, probably, yes. And hopefully that the next time it breaks, I'll have enough money to buy a good one. All right, here we go, got it on the bench. This will work. Brad bought us this used 3.4, and he didn't have to do that. We appreciate it. We're gonna just throw that in. And when I say we'll just have to make do and all this kind of stuff, and we'll get it when we get the money and stuff, that, I mean, I ain't poor mouthing. I got it made. I got a woman I wouldn't trade for all the gold in King Solomon's mine. I got 2 great stepkids. I got a job. I got my health. I mean, I'm living a dream. I mean, I can still remember when I was a teenager, living at home, 1 car, hot rod, broke down all the time, having to ride my BMX bike to work and stuff like that. You know, trying to scrape together money just to get it running. I remember them days. I got it made, so I ain't complaining. I mean, it's just, you know, I ain't complaining. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade what I got for what nobody else has got. So I hope everybody kind of feels like that. So anyway, we're gonna go to lunch, clean up, go to lunch, and then we're going to come back. We're going to tear this apart, and I'm going to show you guys yet again what a broken 3/4 shift fork looks like. So, see you guys next time. What did you get for lunch?
Exactly.
He's a liar. You got Jersey Mike's. I told her, I said, won't you be a gangster and put your bag in here? Because they take your trash at Fusackley's. You don't have to put it up. And she said, no, I'm not going to do that. I feel bad enough. I'm eating Jersey Mike's in here. I said, be a thug and put it in here so they'll look at it and then give them that smile and say, what up?
She'll just tell them anyway.
I have done that. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a bump on my head from where the drive shaft hit me. Can you see it? The drive shaft fell on my head. We're back. Luke, I'm your father. We have got the microphone on. I feel like I've got to modulate my voice when I have this thing on. So if the audio in this one sounds crazy on this clip, don't blame me, even though you're going to blame me. Yeah, went to lunch. Teresa got Jersey Mike's. She always, don't let them see my bag. I make sure to point it out when the girl comes by. I'm like, hey, she got Jersey Mike's. Now, we're going to drain the fluid. Then we're going to pull it apart. You guys have seen me do this 1,000 times. So, someone said, why don't you set up the camera where I can see what you're doing? Listen, there's nothing, honestly, there's nothing to see. I mean, we're going to take the drain plug out on the other side. We're going to knock this roll pin out. Then we're going to knock these bolts loose. And then we're just going to take the whole thing, this end off. Then we're going to take these bolts out, take that off, and then we're going to see all the broken stuff. I guess, you know. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Let me spin this thing around so I can drain it. Can you guys hear me? The reason the gear oil or the trans fluid looks so weird is that we run an additive in it. So it doesn't look like straight ATF because we add something. We add some red line stuff to it. Used to have to run a product called Sin Gear, but it is super hard to find. So I run a red line additive. Okay. Always make sure it's in neutral. You have to knock the pin all the way through. All the way through. Now, it's time lapse. We've got the tail shaft off. Now all we've got to do is pop top cover off. So let's do it. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Oh, surprise, surprise. Third gear is gone. 3/4 shift fork, blowed out. So, and everything else inside the mighty A5 looks fantastic. If you're wondering what an A5 is, it is a T5 transmission that was, I say, produced by Astro Performance, Astro Transmissions. It's very similar to a G-Force T5, even though Astro claimed that their gear set was better. But that's neither here nor there. It's what I got. I bought it used. But what makes an Astro A-5 is the input is 26 spline, the gears 1, 2, 3, 4, the cluster, and the main shaft. The gears are different. They're cut a little different to give it more strength. They're made of the materials different to give them more strength. The 26 spline input, and then the main shaft itself is 4340 or 4140, whatever it is. So it's super strong as well. Other than that, it uses stock T5 bearings, top cover, case, shift forks, speedo gear. All that is regular T5. But the input, the gear set, the cluster, and the main shaft are all really strong. So, they rate them for whatever that's just a number, horsepower, torque number, whatever. But they're pretty tough. This one also has the 5.9 overdrive, which I really like, and they have a 295 first gear. That's the only way they came. So it's not face plated or pro shifted or anything like that. It's just a straight up synchronized transmission. I bought this used from a guy that had it for a little while, and he had a turbo car, and he really kind of put the car together to do like roll racing and stuff, and the T5 was great for that. But then he started doing more track stuff, and at the end of the day, he wanted something with a trans brake, so he put a turbo 400 in it. And it's my benefit because I bought the transmission. When I bought this transmission from Fred, I gave him $1,500 for it, and at that point in time, these things were right around $2,400 brand new. So I knew it. I knew the guy. I knew what the transmission had been through. It shifted fantastic. I bought this transmission back in 2008, 2009, and put a lot of passes on it. It's been a great transmission. It shifts fantastic. Just been a great transmission. So that is the difference between an A5 and what you would say a Z-Spec T5 or a regular T5 or a Z-Spec T5 or even an aftermarket like my ProMotion T5, which just has a standard 295 gear set. It's not the hardened gears, the hardened main shaft, the 26 spline hardened input. Doesn't have any of that. It's basically kind of like a Z-Spec. So this, for a T5, if it was face plated or something, this would be almost, for street transmission, probably be top of the line. But it's a really good transmission. Again, I got a really good deal on it, and I don't have any complaints. So, except for shift forks. If time and finances weren't in the way, I'd put a hard shaft, a billet 3/4, but we don't have it. So anyway, next thing we're going to do, and if you're ever doing this, you may want to take a picture just so you can look at how it's all arranged, because it does have to go a certain way. But you have to knock this pin out. There's a pin right here. You knock this pin out, and you have to be careful of where it's located, because you can wedge it into the top cover. Ask me how I know that. And once that pin's out, then you can slide the rail out to where you can get third gear shift fork out, and then you slide the new one on, put the rail back in, put the pin in, boom, ready to go. So that's where we're at right now. I've got to get that piece of broken shift fork out, and then we can start putting it together. I don't know. I'm really going to make some people mad, because I got it right. Maybe, I don't know. I want to take it all apart to put the synchro in it. I don't know. Whatever. All right, guys. Right after I got done filming the last clip, I got a call from Jake. Something's wrong with his car. Starter's bad in it. So I had to run over there to the college, and now I got taken to work. Long story short, we're going to finish this today. I got stuff, obviously, to do. So wish me luck on that. And in the next video, we're going to finish this up. I think, yeah. Next video, we're going to finish this up, get it in the car, take it for a test drive if it doesn't rain. So anyway, thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. Couldn't do it without you. Wouldn't want to. But especially, oh, crap. Thanks for watching. And until next time on the Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos on this here man's YouTube, one year only Lincolns, 4 drag vans, and as always, fighting a good fight against Dr. Fear. We'll see you guys in the next video.